That will help you. You can report back to the project coordinators. So we just put it as 3. Thank you.
Any questions or queries or clarifications you would like to hear from the teams?
Presented. I think the lack of project staff. You see, when we have initiated this project 2 years ago, I think that has been solved before. Because if we belong to the national office, the organizational structure that we have regional office or provincial office, then during that time of the beginning of the project, we should have identified that already. So we feel that lack of project staff may be will not be the lack of information. So I think that is also one of our initial activities that we have to identify.
You have done work that you want to evaluate what you have done. So the process, maybe it's there, but we want to look at the hindrances that we have come across. So we try to go back and probably realize where we are sort of, or we didn't put in there. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Keep in mind, lack of staff, lacking in number, or lacking in skills. Two dimensions, number or skills. So which one we are lacking? Okay. Number 2 is, this is not a question but is observation. Number 2 is that if it is number or skill, whether the national have sufficient skill and the regional or FMU have sufficient skill, because they need to work together. That's why you come up with the coordination and communication problems, right? So we need also to look at that dimension. So in Thailand, what is your idea about what is the skill or number in case of Thailand? Okay. What about PN for in general?
Generally, that's
Number.
yeah, lack of number, and probably we can say to some extent skills.
Right. So when we want to address any challenges or problem or weakness or threat, the organization structure is set at the beginning. Because this means the readiness to accept the external intervention. Say I think in many cases in our developing country, you know, why people don't use it. But we can discuss more on this one, into the other factor that people do not collect the information. It depends on many factors. Okay.
After our discussion from Indonesia and Thailand, we only put one challenges here that we think is the most importance of the project of time. So we always improving the monthly report, but the data is not incomplete. The data is incomplete. And the first is and second is the in charge of person who do report have many side activities. So in the data and so the report low quality. Yeah, our
your idea,
yeah,
the team idea. So it's basically about the data, information, data. So any observation from other teams? The key point here, I think, not inadequate number of staff for data collection. This is a tsunami of data. So how we are handling that? Or maybe we collect unuseful data.
Yeah, probably.
Right. So, thanks for raising these points. I think we need to have a further discussion on this loophole. Okay, three hands. Next thing.
In our group opinion, we have a key challenge. The one is not put the right man on the right job. Maybe when we make a team, they did not get the true job for him. So we have a lot of problems. No good data, no good indicator, and implementation is delay. Okay. The next is list of participant of participation of stakeholder, because list of participation of stakeholder when we run step 1, but we have not participation to step 2 cannot run. And the next is 3 fishery conflict. The same in 2, we list coordination. So we have a lot of time to negotiation, not work.
Okay, so yes. Yeah, I know a little bit about Thailand. You know, the allocation of the jobs, allocation of the positions of the department depends on the commission, the Civil Service Commission. So the department have no choice. I think in Philippines also, CSC is responsible, right? CSC also. So the Civil Service Commission is responsible. So they kind of, no quota, no more. You get this guy, right? So that's why his position is very rigid. I mean, the regulation of the CSC, Civil Service Commission, is very rigid. That's why this is like when the flight Cup is a compulsory flight that you have to take the person. Now, who are the victims? The supervisor have to supervise. Okay, any other question? Yes.
It's already within the department or bureau. So during the initiation of this project, we have the national project coordinators. Actually, those were the link or the one coordinating. So you have to identify staff who will be assigned in this project. Your director or your secretary, I don't know the level of other countries, but you have to orient them, and you should tell them that this is a very important project for implementation. So there should be assignment of personnel, because they said that there is lack, there is the one person is not qualified. So as the coordinator, you have to identify. Which unit. Then there should be commitment.
And for the third one, we think in the evaluation process, that is insufficiency of the funding is not allocated at the beginning. When, for example, in the first with the big project, when we have the midterm evaluation, we don't have enough funding, as I heard from our colleague in FAO, regional FAO. So the consequence can be the poor evaluation report, quantitative indicator that I think is already included in the first one. Skin evaluator, I think is already indicate in our colleague from PNG. That is the consequence can be the poor reporting and not good evaluation results. And for the level of the evaluation, I think all this problem, it can be medium. It can rank about 3 and 4 level in our group thinking. Thank you.
But maybe this number 3, I think insufficiency of budget. I think we have already identified or calculated budget for our activities. We were informed that we have also this co-financing. Government should have also some provisions for that. So maybe in our case, we can, if we feel that there is insufficiency of some budget to implement our activities, we can request our office to provide some budget.
The person who draft the project document to involve in the process. But the point we would like to write here is qualitative. For example, actually we don't have now. It is the point we would like to raise. So how can we proceed to the evaluate the yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Usually the research part use the KPI very little from the government, the whole one KPI. But only in the research works we have set up the plan, and then we call the stakeholder to participate.
The administrative process in the government is also matter. The organization doesn't have only boxes, but you see the process. That's can be percent. Perhaps Rick and Isra should also take this point for future consideration. Okay, so last one.
The consequences is unsustainable use of resources. The level of importance is 5. Number 2 is compliance. Although we have existing fishery laws, municipal fishery ordinance and the policy, the fisheries administrative order number 201. Consequences is conflict among users. The level of importance is 4. Number 3, challenges is awareness. The consequences is the difficulties in the implementation of management. We label that 5. Support from the project management. That's all the identification of challenges, consequences of the Big 2 CI project in Samarsi, Philippines.
Awareness, what is that?
Awareness and involvement of the local chief executive.
Okay. So this is the mayor, no?
Mayor. Because the municipal water is controlled by the mayor, management, protection, and utilization of the marine resources.
So say if we continue the projects another 1.5 years and we cannot see any compliance, so if we already have the law, if already have some regulations, can we amend the law or make the law in accordance to the advice or intervention that given by the projects, but the compliance is later?
So it failed because they don't want to comply with this whole instrument of PRD. They want everything.
Beginning we feel that this compliance or the agreement or strategy in relation to controlling the trout fishery is not applicable in our place. So it should not be our first goal. So that is one of the considerations. That's why we need to have a target. That's why we are here to talk about the target and also the alignment of the target. The second one, we also talk about the people. And I would guess that Rick also would aware of this, that in our governments, to have the right person in the right job is tough. Because there is a red tapes that not allow you to mobilize people as you wish. Make evaluation, so we have to think in terms of the skills, the abilities of people, whether they can do it in different ways. To see the importance of evaluation, so that they are doing it willingly. So it's about staff, it's about people, it's about capacity. It's not cash, it's about management. And at the end of the day, if we do not have enough direction, it creates confusion to everyone, including your staff who are working in the field. why we have to do it? Because we do not have direction. And if we don't have skill, then people starting having fears. They are worried. Oh, I have no ability. What we are talking about indicators, how can I do it? Then they are starting fear, then demotivate. They are not willing to do it because they have no knowledge. The next one, no motivation, then people starting to complain. Why you have to work Saturday and Sunday and have to ship? Why have to ship? No OT also. Salary also low. My family is waiting for me Saturday, Sunday to go shopping. Right? So that is about motivation. So people start complaining, and I hope that, I guess that the real manager will get a lot of complaints from your subordinates. Overload of work, a lot of paperwork. I have routine works to do. Why I have to do this? Alright? So that's starting the same thing. No resources. Okay? Resource do not come on time, is frustrated. Oh, I'm ready with my questionnaires. I'm ready to go. Please reserve transportation. We are going to go now. Villages. We make a request for the account department and make finance. No advance money. So we would like our children and grandchildren to have fish to eat. That's why we are concerning about the health of the ecosystem, water ecosystem, marine ecosystem. EAFM is a big thing. We talk a lot of 5-6 days. It's simply the enabling tools. It's very easy process, don't worry. EAFM is a process of having the tool to help planning, to keep the fish in their locality for next generations. So that is what we are dealing with. We are having the goals and objectives is for anything else, but we have the goal and objective to make the reduction of the bycatch as the main aims. Participation of the local stakeholder in different rule and regulation is the main aim, and also try to on the trout fish fisheries management. So this is the main message that we would like to repeat again. The second message that we got is the common challenges. And if you notice that I distribute one sheet, also government. So it's also showing a kind of fine-tune already about the common issues that we are interested in, and also the stakeholders think about the projects that impact their futures. Nothing else. So the result-based management focusing on changes in the future. Okay, I will show you the slide. We need the change agent like you to produce something and make a positive change. You know, to make sure there's something change happening. So we need fishery officers at national level to work with the project and make something change. So that is a change theory that explains the big picture of result-based management. Now, interestingly, the theory of change is interested in the transfer part. How you transfer the change. Money is one, but this theory do not interest much because money is resources everywhere. We can mobilize resources. So they are interested to the transfer. And when they are coming to prepare the plan for the transfer or the result-based one, they would like the people who prepare the plan to explain in an understandable way of how things are going to happen. Say for example, So I took the example from Philippines, from the Philippine team presentation on that day. The effective transfer example is that the local government, the LGU, the local government in the Philippines ensure budget mobilized at local level continue RIBIX 2 activity in 2015 and beyond. That's the thing, perhaps something that we are looking for. RIBIX come, RIBIX go, but it has to be transferred properly or propagate for our local communities or local stakeholders. They are happy to adapt, apply, and practice. That is the result-based management people. They are interested to hear. So they are concerned with the transfer. That's it. But you know, this is management. This slide is about management. Effective transfer of the know-how to the organization is not ecosystem yet. Now, to become ecosystem, that's why EAFM come. Because EAFM want to address what? Sustainability. Sustainability. Because in management, of course, there is a corporate business continuity. It's mean profit all the time. It's okay. Stakeholders are happy, shareholders are happy. But unlike ecosystem, right? The second example. Fisher groups use data collection forms